what's up? It's currently 10 after 8 p.m. Starting my next vlog, and yeah, there's gonna be some cleaning clips in here because my room is a hot mess. I'll show you what I mean. It's like disgusting, and like yeah, I've got like clothes I need to get rid of and stuff. So yeah, bye.
When I wasn't proud to be a part of Channel 5 Wrestling. And quite frankly, that's when I left Power Pro Wrestling, and the problem was, that's why I'm here to tell people what my feelings were on a thing. If you can remember back, it hasn't been that long ago, Corey, when there was wrestling talent here in this organization, like, let me just give you an example, Kurt Angle. You remember Kurt Angle? Yeah. Kurt Angle was wrestling right here in this ring, in Memphis Wrestling, Power Pro Wrestling, and Kurt Angle was an Olympic gold medal winner. I mean, this guy now has gone on to the WWF and is one of the biggest stars ever, and probably will be the next WWF champion. But we had Kurt Angle right here in Memphis. But you know, when Kurt Angle was here, you know who was wrestling in the main events? I'll tell you who it was. It was Randy Hales and Brandon, for that matter. Brandon Baxter ought to be like with the people out here. He ought to be sitting watching wrestling if he wants to be involved in wrestling. He doesn't need to be in a wrestling ring anywhere at any time. And so it was that kind of a situation that I really felt like I wanted to move on to something different.
Yeah. And with all of that, I'm glad you're back with us now, King.
Well, what I'm saying, I'm not back. I'm just here to explain why I'm not back, and it's because of situations like that with the Brandon Baxter thing, now don't get me wrong. I mean, this is no secret either. I went and I hooked up with another wrestling organization that at the time was wrestling in bars.
Oh God.
Here's Brandon, and I'm sure Brandon's got some response here. Brandon, I don't really understand what you're doing out here on TV and in front of all these people.
Enhanced Wrestling was the most watched show in all of the country, and certainly the highest rated show in Memphis television. But it's not that way anymore, Brandon, and it's thanks to people like you. So there are not hundreds of thousands of people watching this show right now. There may be a few thousand, which is the truth and the reality of the situation. And I feel in my heart, as a wrestler with almost 30 years of experience in this business, I feel in my heart that it's because of people like you and people like Derek King, who weighs maybe 120 pounds soaking wet, and people like Randy Hales in there trying to be wrestlers. That makes the people turn the channel. That makes the people turn off wrestling.
What you're trying to tell me is you're knocking me for being a wrestler when in fact I'm a wrestling manager, and it was evolved in a situation that led me to the ring. Is that what you're knocking me for being a wrestling manager that's too small? I never knew there was any kind of prerequisite to be a wrestling manager. Never understood that.
Why are you throwing Derek King's name in here? I'm not the reason you're not here on Power Pro. Why are you throwing my name in here?
It all boiled down to the time when I'm sitting back there with people like Kurt Angle, with people like Mick Tierney, with guys who are let's face it, guys that look like wrestlers, and guys like you guys are up in the ring. Let me ask you this: how much you weigh? Tell the truth.
189 pounds.
You weigh 189 pounds, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think you're lying at that. I'd like to put you on a scale. I'd guess you, if you went out to Mid-South Fair, I'd guess your weight is probably about 159 pounds at the most. What the problem is, Derek, is there's a lot of kids in high school that watch wrestling on TV and go out and wrestle in their backyards and would like to be wrestlers, and they're bigger than you are. And instead, we got people like you and Brandon and people up here trying to be wrestlers, and you guys made a joke out of it, is what the problem was, and that's why the ratings went through the floor, and that's why I left. Do you understand? Can you not understand that?
King, because he is a little man, but hey, I'm 300 plus pounds. I've been to the World Wrestling Federation. I know that I'm a wrestler. I don't.
All right, let me see this. You were Mo in the World Wrestling Federation. You were in the World Wrestling Federation about 100 pounds ago. But you ate yourself out of a job. That's what happened with you. I mean, that's a sad fact. What we got here is a situation. We got a situation of a company full of guys that are wannabes or never was or has been, and that's why I got sick and tired of it. I mean, I can't say any more than that. And as long as people like Derek King, as long as people like Brandon Baxter, and I don't even know what your name is now. I don't remember you as Mo. Now, Coco, like I said, man, the problem is it's a situation of people that are wannabes, shouldn't be's. Charlie, you're right where you belong. You're a stooge, and that's all you'll ever be in this business. And I'm sorry, I'm telling it like it is, and it may hurt.
Wait just a minute. So what you're trying to say, Mr. King, Mr. WWF Superstar, you want to come out here and talk about us, talk about all those guys who work hard like we're peons. Is that it? Well, what I want you to do is I want you to look around you. And I think there's 5 of us. And the 5 of us, what we should do, because we don't want you here, these people don't need you here, we should roll you in that ring. We should beat the crap out of you, and then we should throw you out in the parking lot where the garbage belongs. That's what we should do to you.
Is that right, Coco? That's what you should. Well, let me say this. You're saying you should roll me in the ring, beat the crap out of me, throw me out of the parking lot. Because there's 5 of you.
You put them on those 18-wheelers, or you put them first class in a big jet. You get them down here in our town, and we will show you, Jeff Jarrett, myself, and anybody in the USWA will show you exactly what you think of your big superstar. So bring them on, because we are ready for them.
We'll be back with more from the USWA after this. Oh, okay. We complain about Landell and Rich, but they are a tag team to be reckoned with. Here's another one right here. The world champion, Jeff Jarrett. Jerry Lawler headed this way. Boy, I tell you what, they had an incredible match this past.
Get ready to eat a big, nice Help of the Crow Monday night. Because at the Mid-South Coliseum, there's going to be thousands of people there to witness the fact that I am still the king and you are still a punk, Frank.
Hey guys, what's up? I look terrible right now. I don't feel so good right now. My stomach's been fucking shitty all day, so stress sucks and so does overeating. Anyway, currently, actually, I'll show you my clothing situation. I got 2 full bags. Still working some more stuff too, so. Then I'm gonna go to bed. I have to take my needles still. I don't want to do that. I'm tired though. But I'd rather not feel like shit tomorrow, so I won't be eating much again. Yay. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Good night. Hey guys, what up? In bed currently.
That is 21 and a half inches around your bicep. Don't measure mine, please. Look, can you do like how you guys do with the big chest and everything? Can you do like a leg spread? What's it called?
Guys, what's up? I'm in bed. It's currently 10:20 p.m. I'm going to sleep, and I'll see you.